Hello my friends, my name is DC and this week's recipe is banana pudding. You know, I think there's a big connection between people and memories and food. And I spent a lot of time last week thinking about my father, and this was his favorite dessert, bar none. It was something that he asked for on any special occasion or anytime he could convince my mother to make it for him. He loved banana pudding. And growing up, when it was made, it was just for him. None of the rest of us kids could have any. You want to know how to make your own so you can eat it and love it and enjoy it? Just check out this recipe. The first thing we need to make a delicious banana pudding is 4 egg yolks. The best way to separate them is just to crack them and then use your fingers to separate the yolk from the white. Put the yolk in one bowl and the white in another to be used for another recipe like a yummy egg white omelet. We're going to take our 4 egg yolks and add them to a cold pan. And to that pan, we're going to add 1/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon or 75 grams of all-purpose flour and 1/2 cup or 100 grams of granulated sugar, and also 1/4 teaspoon or 2 grams of salt. Now that we've got all of those ingredients in the pan, we're going to add about 1/4 cup of milk. Now we need a total of 2 cups or 480 milliliters of whole milk for this recipe, but start by adding about 1/4 cup into the pan and stirring until everything is mixed together. It's a lot easier to mix those dry ingredients with just a little bit of liquid than dumping in all 2 cups at one time and trying to get it well combined. Once you've got everything mixed and it seems like it's all together, add the rest of your milk. The next step in our pudding recipe is probably the most difficult, but if we can master this, we're guaranteed to have some amazing banana pudding. Over medium heat, we're going to stir the contents of our pan continuously and briskly for about 5 to 7 minutes, or until it becomes nice and thick. Our goal here is to continually stir as it comes up to temperature so our eggs don't set, and essentially we're just making a custard here if you've ever made one of those before. Just continually stir, don't stop until the mixture becomes thick and bubbly and it looks like, well, hot pudding. Once we've removed our pudding mixture from the heat, we're going to add 1 tablespoon or 14 grams of unsalted butter and 1/2 teaspoon or 2 grams of good vanilla extract. Make sure you use the good stuff here. Trust me, it's well worth it. Once you've got those 2 added to the pan, still off the heat, stir all those ingredients together and your pudding is done. While that pudding mixture is set aside and cools a little bit, we're going to take 3 bananas and peel them and slice them into 1/4-inch circles. We want to make sure that we're using really ripe bananas here. The ones that have black spots on the skin that have been sitting around for a couple days, those are 100% perfect. Once we've got all 3 of our bananas cut up, we're going to put those in a bowl and add the juice of 1 lemon, about 2 teaspoons. This does 2 things. 1, it keeps the bananas from turning brown, which is important for presentation, and 2, it gives just a little bit of acidity, a little twang to our banana pudding, which tastes really good. Now that we got our bananas taken care of and our pudding mixture is slightly cool, we need one more ingredient to make the best banana pudding ever, and that's a box of Nilla Wafers. Make sure you use the ones that say Nilla on the box. Those are the best and most authentic vanilla wafers to use for this recipe. Now that we've got all these ingredients together and set aside, it's time to assemble our banana pudding. And the best thing about this is there's no right or wrong way to do it. You can do it however you want to based on your own personal taste. If you want more bananas and less vanilla wafers, that's perfectly fine. If you want tons of pudding and tons of vanilla wafers, but hardly any bananas, that's okay too. Here's what I like to do, just so you have a frame of reference on how to assemble this. I usually start off with a little bit of vanilla pudding in the bottom of my bowl and add a single layer of Nilla Wafers on top, then a nice thick layer of vanilla pudding, followed by about half my bananas, another layer of vanilla wafers, more bananas, and then finally a thin layer of pudding to cover the whole thing off at the top. That way when I eat it, I get a bite of everything in every spoonful. When you've assembled your banana pudding to the way that you want it, cover it with plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator for about 3 to 4 hours until everything gets really cool. This will allow the pudding to set up and for all those flavors to meld together. It's going to be perfect. Some people like to eat their banana pudding hot. I don't know who those people are, but if you are one of them, that's perfectly fine. You can eat it right away. There's no problem at all. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and helping me walk down memory lane thinking of my dad. It's important that I keep these type of recipes alive in my own heart and give them to you. I think that's what you're supposed to do with food. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more just like this. And until next time, please remember to cook something good for your family. They will love it and it'll make you feel amazing. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.